Hello everybody, I'm back one last time today for our Good Food Real Results cooking class, and now we are going to make dinner. So dinner tonight is going to be chicken fajitas. Everybody loves fajitas, right? They're super easy and they are super good and healthy for you. So we're going to make some fajitas, we're going to make some guacamole and salsa to go with them, because of course you got to have that to go with the fajitas. But first, life's too short, we're going to start with dessert. And yes, you can have dessert while still following Good Food Real Results. There's no reason to deprive yourself of dessert, you just have to have the right kind. So today, we're going to do our summer berry chocolate pudding. Doesn't that look fantastic? I love chocolate pudding. I don't know about you guys. Chocolate pudding is probably one of my favorite everyday desserts, if that is a thing.
Food group.
No, it's not a food group. That's maple syrup.
Okay, sorry, got it wrong.
But good try though.
Okay.
But for an everyday dessert, I love chocolate pudding. So, like I said, life's too short. Let's start with pudding first. So we're going to use our Epicure chocolate pudding mix here.
Oh, Melanie is watching.
Hey Mel, how's it going? Hope everything's going well with you. Hope your mom's doing well. I know I'm sure she's crocheting and baking up a storm over there. So there's our chocolate pudding. And normally I would just do the chocolate pudding and add our milk. But I'm making the summer berry chocolate pudding. So I'm mixing it up a little bit, and I'm going to use our summer berry dip mix. I love this product. This summer berry mix is great. I mix about, I say, a tablespoon of it with a cup of Greek yogurt and use that with my berries and a little bit of granola for breakfast in the mornings. Fantastic. It's great in a smoothie. It's a little bit hard, but that's okay. It's just because it got a little moist, unfortunately. But that's okay. So I'm going to add about a quarter cup of that into my pudding mix here. It's not normally like this. It did get a little damp.
But
that was
cooking happens.
Well, you know, cooking does happen. So here we go. I hope everybody's had a great day today. Like I said earlier today, it's been a bit of a gray day. We had a little bit of rain, but you know, these things.
It's windy.
It's very, very windy. Yes, that's the other thing. So I'm using our prep bowls so that I can just measure right in the prep bowl. I don't need another piece of equipment. I'm measuring right in the prep bowl. See, I've got my measurements right there. And
Just trying to see them.
oh, sorry.
It doesn't really show that
No,
walks in
probably
glass.
not. Eh?
Oh, there they are.
And it's both imperial and in metric. And I'm not going to have to dirty up more dishes because I'm going to serve the pudding right in these later.
Cheryl's watching.
Hi, Cheryl. I'm going to use, as I did this morning, my coconut and almond milk. Again, any kind of milk is perfectly fine here. And we're going to add 2 cups. And again, a full measure of the prep bowl is a cup. So there's 1. And here's 2.
Oh.
I love our chocolate pudding because it has no artificial flavorings in it. It's made with real cocoa. There's no artificial colorings in it or anything like that. You can pronounce everything that's in the ingredient list. Like seriously, organic coconut palm sugar, modified tapioca starch. That's what helps it thicken. Organic cocoa powder and a little bit of sea salt just to pull out flavoring. That's it. That's all that's in it. It's gluten-free, and because I'm using an almond coconut milk, it's also dairy-free. So, you know, we have so many allergies these days, you're good to go. You could throw in a little bit of cinnamon in here, make it into a Mexican chocolate pudding, which would be really yummy. You could replace 1 cup of milk with a cup of cold coffee, and now you've got a mocha chocolate pudding. That's delicious, by the way. You could even throw in a little bit, I'd say probably a couple of tablespoons of Kahlua and have some adult chocolate pudding, which
Yay.
is really yummy. See, look, I've only been whisking this for a couple minutes, and look, it's already thickening up. See? So quick, so easy. So I'm just going to put this right into the fridge right now to let it set up. Somewhere. Don't look in the fridge, it's a mess.
We're looking outside. There's Oakley. There's Oakley just hanging out there, wondering when he's going to come in.
Yes, he's looking for something.
Oh, I know what he's looking for.
Yeah.
And he's for a treat.
Of course he is.
Oh, and Lynn's watching.
Hi, Lynn. So that's going to be ready shortly. I'm going to top it with either our Cocoa Crunch topper or our Tutti Frutti whole food topper. Both of which are fantastic. They're a great source of omega-3. They've got fiber in them. They've got chia seeds and cacao nibs in them. A little bit of cinnamon in this one. So delicious. So that's the pudding. Dessert's done. We're good to go. Now we're going to do our fajita. Now I already sliced up our chicken just in the interest of time. I'm making more than what I actually need for dinner tonight. I'm doing a big batch because I want leftovers for tomorrow to do lunch with. So I am making a little extra. I'm going to be cooking them in our multi-purpose steamer. Now you can do this in the skillet. There's no right or wrong answer. I'm just doing it in the steamer because it's quicker and it's fat and it's still just as delicious. The multi-purpose steamer also does come with a tray when you get it, which is fantastic. I love this tray. We make our bacon in here now. Put the tray in the bottom, lay the bacon on top, put the lid on. About 5 to 6 minutes or so for...
Depending on your microwave.
Depending on the microwave. And that's for about 5 or 6 slices in the tray. And it comes out crispy and it's all the grease goes to the bottom, so it's a little bit healthier. You could also put veggies in the bottom, put a couple pieces of fish on top or chicken, put the lid on, cook your meal right in the steamer, and it's super good. Keeps all the juices and the moisture in, so you're not losing any nutrients, which is really important. So, real quick, we're gonna slice up. I'm only gonna do half an onion here. Half an onion. You could do this with steak if you'd like instead of chicken, or pork, whatever you like.
Shrimp?
Yeah, why not? You could do shrimp fajitas. You could even change it out and use black beans if you wanted to go vegetarian. You could use black beans instead. That would be really tasty as well. I'm going to cut up this pepper that I have here, if I can get all the seeds out of it. There we go. That's good. What's everybody else making for dinner tonight? I'd love to hear. I'm always curious as to what other people are doing. Mel, you've always got something delicious going on at your place. What's going on over there? All right. So, as I said, I'm making these fajitas in the microwave. So yes, I'm going to cook my chicken in the microwave. Don't freak out. This is the thing. I love making my chicken in the microwave. First time I usually do this for people, they kind of look at me like I'm from Mars. And they're incredibly skeptical, as I was the first time I went to a cooking class and the consultant made chicken souvlaki in the microwave. Steve, what happened when I made chicken souvlaki for you the first time and put the chicken in the microwave? Did you look at me like I was from Mars?
Yeah, I did, as a matter of fact. I looked at you like you had a toaster growing out of your forehead. Or a tail, maybe a third arm. I'm not 100% sure. But it doesn't matter. Actually, it turned out really good. I was so impressed, so surprised. I think it was just a great idea. In hindsight, I mean, my initial reaction was like most people, I'm sure. I remember my mother trying to cook chicken in the microwave, and it just came out horrible. It didn't really cook it at all. So, but this stuff seems to be really, really good, and Sandra's done it for us before, and it was awesome. So
yeah. And does it come out rubbery or anything like that?
No, it came out perfectly cooked. Perfectly cooked.
Nice and juicy.
Yep.
Right? It retains all its. That's the thing with microwave cooking is it retains all its juices. Now I know some people don't like cooking in a microwave. I respect that. If you're ever interested in learning more, I do have some white papers from Harvard indicating why cooking in a microwave is no longer dangerous as it used to be. And I understand. You know what? When microwaves first came out, yeah, they weren't as good as they are now. So there was an issue with that. But nowadays, it's just the technology has come so far that it is perfectly safe to cook in your microwaves. But if you don't want to cook in your microwave, I'm just going to put the chicken in here. If you don't want to cook in your microwave, the silicone steamers, these are food grade based silicone, and it's a really super high quality. They are oven safe up to 425 degrees. You can cook with them in the oven. They go in the microwave. You can freeze in them. I've frozen stuff in the muffin pan and in the mini loaf pans. They are dishwasher safe because I hate washing dishes, so it has to be able to go in the dishwasher for the most part. The only thing you can't do with them is put them on the barbecue. That direct heat is just, it's too much for them. But anything else is fair game. I'm going to use our fajita seasoning here. This also does come in the Epic Life Collection kit, as does the Summer Berry Dip Mix. That comes in the Epic Life Collection as well. And so we're going to use, I think it's 2 tablespoons, or 2 teaspoons, sorry.
Nazneen is watching.
Hi, Nazneen. I've been watching your son on Twitter. He is so awesome.
And Lynn says they're doing a crock pot roast beef with 7 other veggies.
Oh, yummy. Steve's not allowed to come over. Don't let him come over and try to steal it, because he loves that kind of stuff.
Oh, I live for it.
I'm keeping an eye on him. We're going to put 2 tablespoons of fajita seasoning in here. I'm using my 4-in-1 measuring spoon here because it takes the place of 4 spoons in my drawer. And we all have that drawer that is overflowing with kitchen gadgets, right? And when you need to find a spoon, can you find your spoon?
Never.
No, never. This is perfect. This eliminates so much clutter. Tablespoon, teaspoon, half a teaspoon, and a 1/4 teaspoon. I know I've shown you guys this, but I got to show it to you again. We're going to put that in there. I'm going to put the lid on.
Do you have to stir it all?
I'm going to shake it.
That's why I was wondering.
Except I'm not going to make a mess, but yeah. So, sorry. I didn't put the lid on well. See? Cooking with Sandra is always an adventure. But this is what happens, right? We're keeping it real. These things happen in people's kitchens. All right? And they happen in my kitchen. So don't feel bad if these things happen in your kitchen. Just roll with it, right? I'm live, and I'm rolling with it.
Shit happens.
You know what? There are bigger things to worry about than a little bit of fajita seasoning on the floor.
Which we can't let Oakley eat, but...
Yeah, well, that's okay.
Yeah.
We'll sort that out shortly. All right. I'm just going to give it see? It's flying everywhere. Oh, my goodness. All right. I will give it a final stir just because it didn't shake up the way I wanted it to, but oh well. I will endeavor not to do that next time. Okay, so there we go. We're all set. It looks fabulous. I'm going to put that over there because now it's got chicken guts on it. And this is going to go into the microwave. We're going to do about 7 minutes or so. And then I'll check on it just to make sure. There we go. That's going. All right. We got 2 parts of our dinner made already, and that's been what, maybe 20 minutes?
Something like that.
Something like that, right? And I'm chatting.
And I just accidentally turned it back to me. Sorry about that. But it's on to you again. I'm trying to like Lynn's comment about her needing to get back to work so she can be more like her neighbor.
Oh, I see. All right. You can't have fajitas without some salsa and some guacamole, right? Now the salsa I've already got made because I made it the other night because I was in a mood for chips and salsa. So here's my salsa.
She was.
Here's my salsa that I made. All it was, I used, I think I put in 3 or 4 tomatoes in here, if memory serves me correctly. 2 tablespoons of the Poco Picante salsa mix and some lemon juice. That's it. And what I love about our salsa, you can make as much or as little as you want. You go to the store, you open up a jar of salsa, and you've got to eat it in, a couple of weeks.
2 weeks,
before it goes bad, right? This, there's no waste. If I want just a small bowl of salsa, I just make up 1 tomato, maybe a teaspoon of the salsa mix, squirt of lemon, and I'm good. I knew I was going to make this, so that's why I made a bigger bowl. But you can make as little or as much as you want. And it's also sodium conscious. And I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. The fajita seasoning got up my nose. It's sodium conscious, I'm telling you. See, this is the kind of day I've been having. Seriously, like my entire day has been kind of crazy, off the wall. But anyway. Stuff happens. Stay with me, people. Don't go yet. Low sodium. It's made with no artificial flavors, no artificial colorings, no fillers. Onion, sea salt, garlic, chilies, spices, cayenne pepper, jalapeno, and chives. That's it. Like, there's nothing that I cannot pronounce on here unless you're having troubles with the jalapeno. But otherwise, everything you can pronounce in there. It's super duper good. This is also really good in eggs to make like I wouldn't say a huevos rancheros, but just to spice up your eggs a little bit. It's really delicious. You can use it on so many other things. Awesome. So that's all ready to go. So we're gonna make our guacamole. This just had veggies on it.
Mm-hmm.
Not worried about cross-contamination there.
No.
So we're going to cut an avocado in half. Now, sometimes you get the avocados and they're not ripe. But you want to use them right away. So here's a trick to ripening your avocado. Wrap it up in tin foil and pop it in the oven about 200 degrees, 10 minutes or so.
Really?
And you will have a ripe avocado ready to go. So
Or ready for some sort of conspiracy theory. Because you've wrapped it in tinfoil.
Well, let's not go down the conspiracy theory road today, okay?
Aww.
Yeah, I know you love them, but no, not today.
Okay.
Let's wait. That's another YouTube channel altogether.
Yeah, that's true, it is.
So I'm just gonna pop out my guacamole, and again, this thing is so easy to make. It's another one of those dips that every now and then I just get a hankering for guacamole, and because it's easy. And avocados are so good for you, right? Everybody.
It's awesome fats.
It is. It's so good.
It's like the best, healthiest fats you can have.
That's right.
Who knew? Steve, the foodie guru here, came up with a good one.
I know, right? I need a new spoon.
So what are you doing here?
So now I'm going to put in a tablespoon and a half of the guacamole mix. And I've got my avocado in here. And I'm going to put a little bit of lime in there. I'm going to squeeze half the lime into here. Look at all that juice that comes out of these. This is what I like about this press. it gets so much juice out of them and no seeds, which is a bonus.
Sun-kissed. All juice, no
Yes.
seed.
There you go. And then I'm going to use my ground meat separator because I actually like using it for this as opposed to using it for my ground meats, because I'm going to use it just to mash up my avocado here and
Yep.
mix everything together.
Could you use just a potato masher in its place?
You could definitely use a potato masher. You could use a fork if you wanted to. That's what I used to use when my boys were babies. I used to feed them avocados, and they loved avocados. I didn't put the guacamole mix in, don't worry. Just the avocado. But they loved it, and that's all I would do is I would just use a fork and smash it up a little bit for them so that it was, you know, a little bit easier for them to mouth. And that was it, and they loved it.
What happened?
I don't know. Now neither of them will touch them. They look at it going, ew, no. And look, there we go. You can leave it as chunky or as smooth as you want. If you want it smoother, keep going. If you want it a little bit creamier, you could throw in a tablespoon or two of Greek yogurt. I haven't decided if I want it creamy or not. You could dice up some tomato and throw tomato in there if you like. That's cool too. Another thing that sometimes I like to do, not so much with guacamole, but with the salsa, is put in some cilantro. So when I've got
that's
some
so
fresh
good.
cilantro, I like to chop that up and put that into the salsa
That
as
is
well.
so good.
Cilantro is one of those things, though, with many people, it's a love-hate relationship. So
Yes, this is
either
true.
you love it or you hate it.
And it's
right?
also, you either get the right amount or you go too far.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those spices. Now I hear the microwave, so that is a good indication that
Time to check the chicken.
hopefully the chicken is done. Guacamole's ready. Salsa's ready. Dessert's in the fridge getting cool. Put that there. Clear off some space
It's
here.
like walk with Jan. I should be on the other side of the counter though, so you just don't have to.
I
move
know,
around.
right? But that's okay.
Tomorrow.
It doesn't really work very well that way, though.
We'll see.
Oh well. Anyway, let's check on our chicken and our veggies here in the microwave. Now, it's gonna be hot, so do be careful when you open it up. Oh, look at that!
Smells
Does that
really
smell
good.
Look at that! My chicken is cooked. Okay, almost. I'm gonna put it back in. There's quite a bit in here. That's why it's taking a little bit longer. But usually,
Yeah, how many breasts did you put in? Like 3?
I put in 4.
Oh, 4 breasts. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
It is a lot.
I saw them earlier. They were plump too.
Yes. So, shout out to Mary at Chambers Food Services for the amazing chicken that we have here in our freezer. So, thank you very much. Such good quality Ontario chicken.
You should be getting royalties or something.
I know
Totally
Mary
silly.
should be giving me some kind of
Kickback.
paid promotion or
Yeah,
something,
just
right?
even just a kickback.
Free chicken breast every time I mention her. Maybe I don't know. Maybe we're gonna talk, Mary.
Chicken breast, chicken breast, chicken breast. Okay. Or sorry, the other way. Mary. Let's get some chicken breasts going.
All right, I'm going to put this back in here for another few minutes. Again, because I've got so much. If I was just making it for tonight's dinner, I would have done a couple of chicken breasts, and it would be ready by now.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm going to do about 3 minutes. That should work. And we've got some nice flour tortillas that we're going to use. So while that's cooking, I want to talk a little bit about portions. So, part of good food, real results is knowing how to portion out your food. Very important, because you could be eating very, very healthy foods, but not in the right portions. And that is not going to help you if you're looking for some kind of weight management program. So part of our guide that comes with the Epic Life collection, and it is also available on its own, so you don't have to buy the whole collection, you can get just the guide on its own, is a whole section on portions. So, when we talk about balancing out your plate, that is what a perfectly balanced plate should look like. You should have half your plate full of vegetables, a quarter of your plate of lean protein and or dairy. So, if you're putting cheese on something, make sure that you adjust your protein to accommodate for that. You want 20 to 30 grams of protein per serving. So each meal you want to be getting 20 to 30 grams of protein. You know, we had our smoothie this morning with our protein blend that went in there. We had lunch where we had our 2 hard-boiled eggs. That was our protein that we were using. Tonight we're using the chicken. Make sure that you're getting enough protein. It's really, really important for muscle building and for maintaining lean muscle mass. You need that protein. And then you want a quarter of your plate to be complex carbs, right? We talked a little bit about that earlier today. Complex carbs, they need to be as pure as possible. You don't want refined carbs. Those are the ones that are not going to keep you filled up. You're going to be hungry half an hour later. So you want high fiber because they do digest a little bit slower. Brown rice, quinoa, starchy vegetables are considered complex carbs. So make sure you've got a quarter of your plate with that. And then fats are important. Your body needs fats. You do want some of those healthy fats on top. That's what the guacamole is going to be. So, you know, when we portion out our plate, we're going to use a tablespoon of guacamole as our healthy fat. You want the fat in your system. You don't want too much of it. And you want healthy fats, not
The healthy
fats.
fats are
Healthy
good.
fats
Your
are good.
brain is made up of almost 90% fat.
Exactly.
You need to replace that,
You need the fat.
especially
right?
in the quarantine time when happy hour starts at 9 a.m.
Yeah.
You need to replace
This is
some of those
true.
brain cells.
Some of us are killing our brain cells a little faster than others in quarantine time right now. So make sure you replace them. One of the great things about the guide too, though, is it's going to tell you how to perfectly balance each of your plates. Okay, it's going to tell you what you want to add with with your main meal to balance it. So that's really cool. What does a portion look like? We have our perfect.
Woo.
I am telling you,
Just
I have
throwing.
got all kinds of stuff going on today.
Throwing stuff at me
I
today.
know. Sorry about that.
It's all right. We'll put that back in
These
there.
are perfect portion cups, and as I mentioned earlier, they're each labeled, and each color represents something. So the purple is your healthy fat. Beige is your complex carbs. Think beige with greens. Greens are kind of beigey colored, right? Fruits and vegetables is green. Green vegetables. And then your protein is like a bluish teal color. So,
And it all shows up right
and it
here
all,
on the how it's sorted out.
exactly. How do you measure it? 1 scoop is a healthy serving of a healthy fat. You want 1 scoop is 1 serving of your grains. 2 scoops is 1 serving of your fruits and vegetables because you want more of those, right? We just talked about that. So everything is laid out. It doesn't get too much easier than that. But how many do you need per day? Well, here you go. You need 3 veggies and 2 fruit servings per day. 3 servings of protein. 5 servings of carbs. See, carbs are your friend, as long as you choose the right ones. And you want 3 servings of healthy fats. Now, the other thing I want to talk about is substitutions, right? As I've always told my kids, you don't have to like everything, but you have to try it at least once before you say you don't like it. And it's okay not to like certain things. There are foods I don't like, and there's foods that Steve doesn't like, but I like them. So, like Brussels sprouts.
Ew.
See? So, how do you manage that? Well, there's substitutions. So if you don't like something that's in one of the recipes, check the guide. What can you use instead? Our salad that we had today at lunchtime, the niçoise salad, it called for tuna. I don't like canned tuna. I really don't. I don't mind fresh tuna, but I do not like canned tuna. So I went to my proteins and I said, what can I use instead of the tuna? Well, I can use eggs. So I put 2 eggs in my salad, and that was my substitution. Steve didn't like olives today. So instead of putting in olives, like I did, I gave him some nuts. So you see, it's all about figuring out how you can substitute and still balance your plate. So with the fajitas that we're going to have tonight, we are going to perfectly balance our plate with 2 tablespoons. Oh, I was wrong. 2 tablespoons of guacamole. See, we got a bonus here.
Yay.
A 1/4 cup of salsa, 1/2 cup of mixed veggies, and a tablespoon of dip to go with the veggies. And we're using 2 of the small tortillas. That's going to be our complex carbs.
Can it get any easier than that?
It takes all the guesswork out of it. That's right. Also, you've got your caloric count here, how much fat and everything on the meal.
It's like the fine print. Okay,
the fine print. And then, they like to give you some tips. What else can you use? Use our pulled chicken in the wrap instead of fajita chicken. I gotta tell you, our pulled chicken is phenomenal. So good. So, lots of great ideas. All about portioning out your meals properly to ensure weight management. Our chicken should be done here.
Eva Irene is watching.
Pardon?
Eva Irene.
Oh, hi, Eva. Let me grab my tongs because I can bring everything over together. There we go. Look at that. And look at all the juice in here, right? I did not add any liquid to this when we put it in the microwave. Look at all this beautiful juice. Now, the beauty is we didn't lose any of that, right? It all stayed in there. And it's delicious. Oh my God, it smells so good.
Smell-o-vision, still.
Oh, I wish we had smell-o-vision for you guys. It is so yummy.
Patricia's watching.
Hello, Patricia. So, there we go. That is it. Oh, Patricia, I was looking at your baby goats the other day on the live feed. Oh, they're so cute. You must be just chomping at the bit to go see them soon. I hope we all get to go over very soon.
Hopefully you only have one Patricia.
Yeah.
Okay.
It should be...
Reed Dell.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's...
Melissa.
Yes, she
Just checking.
She volunteers at a farm here in Clarington, in Newcastle. That's where they are. Called Oat Goat.
Oh, I saw them on Facebook.
Yes.
They had a thing on. I think they had a thing on Facebook the other day.
Yeah, and they just had some little baby goats, and they're just so cute. So if you're in the area, once everything opens up again, go check them out. They've got all kinds of great activities to do over there. You can see the goats. I can't remember what it's called to hang out with the goats, but there's a name, a schmurgle, I think it's called. I think it's a schmurgle. And you can lead them on a walk. It's so cool. So cool. Anyway, so there we have it. Dinner is going to be ready. All I need to do, I'm going to grab the pudding.
Oh yeah, we're gonna
so I can show you
focus
guys.
on dinner, so you don't look in the fridge.
There, see? The pudding is ready. It's all set. I'm going to serve it in our prep bowls here with just a couple of berries on top. If you wanted to make yourself some whipped cream, a small 1 tablespoon dollop of whipped cream on there would be fine. I personally am going to top mine with some of our whole food sprinkles, as I mentioned earlier. And that's it. Raw to ready in what? 30 minutes?
Half hour, not including doing the pudding, because the pudding took up 10 minutes at the beginning.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
We're half hour beyond that.
Super easy, super delicious, and healthy on plan. It's clean ingredients. There's no artificial flavors in here. There's nothing that I can't pronounce in any of the ingredient lists.
Which is important.
Very, very important, especially right now. I think a lot of us, with the virus that's going around, have come to a realization that taking care of our bodies and making sure our immune systems are as robust as possible is very, very important. And with more and more of us at home doing home cooking, I think we're starting to realize that's what we need to do. Because that's how you're going to stay healthy, is making sure that you fuel your body with the healthy foods to keep it healthy. So I hope everybody enjoyed the day today with our Good Food Real Results and showing you a little bit about how you can eat on plan for weight management and
Budget management
as well. Yeah. The chicken fajita meal with the regular, if I made it with only a couple of chicken breasts, comes in at approximately $2.93 per serving. So really, you're not getting that at the Lone Star. I love the Lone Star fajitas, but you're not paying $2.93 a serving for that, right?
No.
So, and I'm going to have leftovers for lunch tomorrow, which is going to be fantastic. I'm going to put that into a bit of like a salad bowl with some greens in there and some lettuce. It'll be fantastic. And I hope everybody has a great evening. Again, I'm going to put that link in there in the comments like I did with the other two earlier today about the Epic Life Challenge that begins May 4th. Also with the link if you wanted to get anything that we used today, or look at the Epic Life collection, which is on for 20% off until end of day tomorrow, with discounted shipping. So that also ends tomorrow, unfortunately. And stay tuned Friday for the new catalog that's coming in. I'm so excited. So I'll have some new demos next week coming up with some of our new products. We're going to start grilling and chilling. And so I hope you guys will join me. And if anyone is interested in hosting their own virtual cooking class and getting some free products or half-price products, do let me know. I'm on a challenge to book at least 8 classes for the month of May. So if anybody's looking to keep busy during this quarantine, let me know. We'll be able to party in our jammies and make some yummy food.
Ooh, cooking in our jammies.
Cooking in the jammies.
Better than frying bacon naked.
And on that wonderful note, thank you all for watching. Have a great evening. Take care. Bye.